ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम। जय जय राम। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। ॐ श्री हनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनम् ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्री तुलसीदासाय नमः। Hari Om, a warm welcome. We are seeing the 24th Chaupai and Doha. Yesterday we have seen a few lines. We will chant the 24th together and then we will proceed. राम भगत हित नर तनुधारी सही संकट किए साधु सुखारी नाम सप्रेम जपत अनयासा भगत होहि मुद मंगल बासा राम एक तापसति अतारी नाम कोटि खल कुमति सुधारी ऋषिहित राम सुकेतु सुताकी सहित सेन सुत कीन्हि बिबाकी सहित दोष दुख दास दुरासा दलई नामु जिमिर बिनिसिनासा भंजेउ राम आपु भव चापु भव भय भंजन नामु प्रतापु दंडक बनु प्रभु कीन्ह सुहावन जन मन अमित नाम किए पावन निशिचर निकर दले रघुनंदन नामु सकल कलि कलुष निकंदन. We will see till here and then proceed. Yesterday we saw Sant Tulsi Das ji has started giving us the glories of the Nama with reference to Saguna Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji. Rama Naratanudari Bhagata Hita. For the welfare of the bhaktas, the devotees, he took the form of a human being. Sahi Sankata. And because he has taken the avatar of Ramachandra as a human being, the dharma of the human being is well followed. He never declared, I am Bhagavan, I have come here as Rama. What do you think? All that he never told. He lived a common human being's life minus ahankara. This is the difference between Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji as an avatara purusha on the globe and you and I who are also in the same plane of existence. The difference is we function with wrong identity with our Sharira Mana Buddhi Chitta Ahankara, whereas Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji is without ego. Right? Sahi Sankata. He went through all difficulties. If you actually see the life of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji as well as Sri Krishna, you will find both of them go through several issues. In fact, all of us might think sometimes the amount of trouble they have gone through, we feel we are better. Of course, from our standpoint, they have gone through the difficulties, but from their own standpoint, they are above all sukha dukkha. Of the Laukika Drishti, from the Laukika standpoint, they are above all of that. So nothing can affect them. However, having taken avatara in the globe as a human being, he goes through all the dharma of the human being, sukha, dukkha, labha, nashta, ninda, stuti, all those are there. We will see. All of them we will see. Sahi Sankata. At the same time, Kiye Sadhu Sukhari. Even though he went through difficulties, he only brought Sukha to Sadhu Jana, noble people. Namu Saprema Japata Anayasa. Those who chant Bhagavan's Nama with lot of love and devotion. Without ahankara. Anayasa. Naturally. Without any discomfort. Bhagata ho hi muda mangala basa. Such devotees, muda mangala ho hi. They will only have joy and goodness, auspiciousness in their life. In their basa, in the vasa, in the globe. Rama ekata pasatiyatari. While he was in the avatara, while the avatar of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji was going on, he liberated one tapasatiyatari, one tapasvi stri. But nama koti khala kumati sudhari. This is what we were. This is where we were. We came to the conclusion of yesterday's talk. Nama koti sakala kumati sudhari. The very name of the Lord, Sudhari, brought purity, brought transformation. Sudhari here means what? transformation from the wickedness to nobility. It is not that he has killed wicked people, but he has killed the wickedness in the people. In fact, we will see all those people were even liberated at the later stage. They were given probably Krama Mukti or something must have been given. Right? So, even Khalajana, wicked people, Kumati, very wrong notioned people, all of them also were transformed with what? Ramanama. And then he says, Rishi Hita Nama Saket Suketu Suta. Rishi Hita, for the sake of the well-being of Rishi. Who was that? Vishwamitraji. When he asked Ramchandraji and Lakshmanji from Dasharathji to be taken to his kutira where Yajna Yagadi karma has to be done, and all the Rakshasas were troubling them, they would not allow them to perform all those noble activities. Then Rama and Lakshmana were taken by Vishwamitraji, and we know Suketu Suta, she was a Gandharva Kanya. Who was that? Ahalya. She was a Gandharva Kanya. Oh, here the reference is to Tataka, the first Rakshasi who he comes across. Rishi Hita, for the sake of the good of the Rishi, he killed Tataka with one arrow. And Tataka represents lot of desire, greed. And with one arrow he killed her. Who is she? Suketu Suta. She was a Gandharva Kanya, and because of a Shapa she became a Rakshasi. And with this he gave Vimochana for the Shapa, and he went back to her Gandharva Loka. That is what it is said. And then her two sons, who are they? Maricha and Subahu. They came with an army. 14,000 is mentioned. 14,000 army they came to kill Rama. And he, Rama, Suketu Sutaki, Sahita Sena Suta. Along with the entire army, Suta Kinhi Bibaki, he killed all of them. Now references to Balakanda, please note. And interestingly here, one very interesting thought. First, Tataka, Ahalya is talked about, and then Tataka is talked about. Actually, in the story, first comes Tataka. Tataka Vadha comes first, and then Ahilya Vimochana comes next. But this, here it is interchanged only probably to indicate. See, what was there in the heart of Tulsi Dasji while he wrote? Actually, you and I may not know, but we will give interpretation to it. What is the interpretation? Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji came to this world only to bring goodness. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha duskritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami. So what is the purpose here? Dharma samsthapanarthaya, for bringing up dharma, meaning to do good. Give moksha to everybody. Liberation, to liberate people is why Ramchandraji had come to this world. So here he removed all the wicked, and then he also came to liberate. The purpose was to liberate, not to kill people. If Bhagavan comes down for the sake of killing people, then where can the world resist? How can there be a world at all? So that was not the purpose. Sahita Sena Sutta Kinhi Bibaki. Now there, Avatara is being talked about. In the next line, the glory of Nama again comes in. When Rama was there, he killed all of them. But what did the Nama do? That is mentioned here. Sahita dosha dukhadasa durasa dalai namu jimirabini sinasa. Namu, this glory of Nama, chanting of Nama, repetition of Nama, what does it do? Dosha, Dukha, Dasa, Durasa. This Dasa word can be taken to both Durasa and also all the dosha. What does that mean? Now see. All of us, including the speaker, all of us, go through so much in this world outside because of what? One, because of our wrong identification with Sharira, Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara. And what is the byproduct of that? Byproduct is nothing but Ragadvesha. And what does Ragadvesha do? Both of them bring suffering. Now look at that. Dosha, flaw. Dukkha, suffering. Dasa durasa, we become slaves to our own durasa. Durasa, we will explain. First one is dosha. What is that flaw there? The flaw is our misidentification. Our flaw is thinking that this world gives me happiness. The flaw is the world can give me permanent happiness. The flaw is the world will not give me pain. And the best part of it, we go through pain only more. Here and there, rarely, occasionally, some flashes of joy appears to have come. By the time we experience even that flash of joy, it is gone. Parampuja Gurudev would always say, remember, even this will pass away. Even this will pass away. Good times come, it will pass away. Bad time comes, it will pass away. Nothing is permanent in this world. Not understanding that, we have so much of Ragadvesha in us. And the second one is what? Durasa. Durasa is what? Durasa actually is hope. Asha is hope. Durasha is what? One is wrong hope. If I may put it, I may not be right in the word. Wrong hope, which is otherwise you may call it as notion. Second one is one is wrong hope. The second one is hope. What do I say for that? I'll give you one example. It is a notion basically. It's a notion. I will give you two examples. One is hoping that something which will happen which cannot happen. Like for example, a very beautiful example is trying to expect only. Expecting salt to be sweet. How is it possible? Hoping salt to be sweet is a wrong hope. Is it not? It can never be sweet. Therefore, the desire can never be accomplished. Dukkha is guaranteed. One is that. Second one is desire. Instead of hope, we may replace that word as desire. Now, this factor called desire, this element called desire, is a very important factor. All our entire spiritual gamut of granthas is actually only to, they all target this point. What is that point? Asha, desire. What is that? Desire is something which we want, which we aspire for, which we long to have, which we want to indulge in, which we do not have as of now. Otherwise, if I have already, the question of desire doesn't come, isn't it? Desire comes when I feel I am not complete without that particular product, thing, or even beings. Right? Without this particular type of house, I will be unhappy. Without this particular type of car, I will be unhappy. Without this particular person, I will be unhappy. Or because of this person, I am unhappy. So what is a common denominator in all of them? Unhappiness. Suffering. Right? Basically unhappiness. Born out of what? Born out of one, a hope which cannot happen, and two, out of desire. Think. Now, one step ahead. Desire comes out of a sense of incompleteness. Think very carefully. I may not be able to explain this within this 10 minutes or so, whatever is remaining. But at the same time, it requires lot of reflection for you. Introspect with your own experiences. You will understand. It is not very difficult actually. It is not at all difficult for us to understand. Only thing is, we require to objectively start introspecting our own experiences. You will find every activity from the dawn to dawn, not dawn to dusk, dawn to dawn, meaning 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, you can add a month in between, for lifelong. All our activities is to achieve something, acquire something, possess, indulge, embrace, enjoy everything and being in the world. Think. Is it not? If there is something or somebody who will not give you joy, you will reject them. This is how life goes on. Is it not? And other people also who leave you and go away, they are going away because they want to be happy without you. Or you want to leave somebody, you want to leave that somebody because now you want to be happy without that somebody. However, you see, our desire is to become complete. Incompleteness is the cause for all sorrow. We always want to have complete joy. I always give this phrase, many of you might have even got bored of listening to me. It is okay. Permanent, eternal, everlasting, never-ending, complete, total, pure, uncontaminated, etc., etc. You can take all the others from this thesaurus and fill it there. We want that kind of a happiness, and where are we seeking? We are seeking in impermanent, never-lasting, ephemeral, think temporary things and beings of the world. How can such impermanent things and beings give me permanent joy? Therefore, the dosha here is the dukkha caused out of durasa. One is mithyasha. We can call it as mithyasha, meaning what? It's a myth that these things will give me happiness. It is a myth that salt will be sweet. It cannot be sweet. The worldly things and beings cannot give you permanent happiness. This is the truth. Everything will last only for a particular segment of time, and they will go away. Therefore, what is it that I have to do? I have to take to something which will give me permanent happiness. And that something is only one. And that one is Bhagavan. Why? Bhagavan alone is permanent. Think. Now see, durasa, the mithya of happiness in the world must be given up. How do I give that mithyasha? That is why it said, Dulai namu. The name will remove, Dulai will wash away, will clean away. What? That notion that the world will give me happiness, and it will take our mind away from the world towards Bhagavan. Is it not? Dulai namu. How? An example is given. Tulsi says, Jimi Rabi Nisinasa. Ravi means the brilliant sun, S-U-N, sun. Nisi means darkness. Darkness means what? Ignorance. And brilliance is what? Knowledge. Nama is capable of Dulai, removing all the ignorance and bring joy. Now there are two parts to this. We will think about it. One is, it is not that I have to give up everything and then take up Namasmarana. Why? Giving up is not possible. We are so much indulged into this worldly affairs, it is so difficult. We will see in Sundarakanda one shloka will come, where Tulsi will say why it is not possible. At that time, in more detail we will see. Here, the point here is to give up everything is so very difficult. Why? That much of roots we have grown. Therefore, the only way is turn your attention to Bhagavan, the lower things will go away. Bhagavad Gita very beautifully says, Vishayan vinivartante niraharasya dehinaha rasavarjam rasopyasya parandrishtva nivartate. Very beautiful shloka. Vishayan, all the Vishayas, things and beings of the world, whims and fancies of the world, vinivartante, they will go away. When Niraharasya dehinaha, the one who does not give importance, who withdraws all the importance from all these things of the world and even the people, everything. The moment you understand they are all impermanent, they cannot give me permanent happiness, instead they will only land us in sorrow and pain, frustration. I am not being negative. Please be very clear in that. I am not being negative. I am trying to give the facts. Neither am I pessimistic. The fact is, all of them, when we have a right contact with the world outside, if our connection is very clear, then they will not be they cannot give me pain. But to clearly think that they have happiness is wrong. The moment I turn my mind, Vishayan vinivartante niraharasya dehina, the moment I give up, then they cannot give me happiness. Rasavarjam rasopyasya paramdrishtva nivartate. Once I turn my mind towards Bhagavan, they will go away. Like how a non-smoker, or rather a chain smoker, while he is smoking, everything comes towards him. Everybody will offer him cigarette. All smokers will come and offer him cigarette. The moment he stops, all of them will go away. Not only cigarette, sometimes people also will go away. Good. Very good. Think. They will all go away. Once I turn my mind towards that Supreme, then that Supreme becomes my locus of my whole life. and the world will become immaterial. They will no more be relevant in my life the moment I change my direction. And I don't have to give them up away, they will go. Why? The brilliance of Bhagavan will dispel the darkness of all the irrelevant things. Just as the sun, Jimmy Rabi, Nisi Nasa, when the sun comes, sun doesn't have to hold one sword or one knife or something and then kill all the darkness. Go, I am coming, go. No. When my mind is turned towards, when Surya rises, darkness will go away. Think. So wonderful. And what is it? Light coming in. How do I bring that light? Simple is take Nama Japa. Param Drishtva na nivartante. Tadhama paramam mama. That way I turn my attention towards Bhagavan. How do I turn the attention from where I am completely indulged? The best method is Nama Japa. Again and again, all Shastra, including Vedas, all of them prescribe Nama Smaranat Anya Upayam Nahi Pashyamo Bhavatarani. There is no other better way than Nama Smarana. And especially in this Kali Yuga, mind is already completely contaminated. The mind will not allow you to think as much as possible, as much as wanted. Therefore, take the name of the Lord, purify your mind, and with that purified mind, then the mind can turn towards knowledge, the light of knowledge. And the more the knowledge comes in, the more the ignorance will dispel. So beautiful. Sahita dosha dukha dasa durasa dalai namu jimi rabi nisi nasa. All the darkness will get dispelled. Therefore, Namasmaranam. We will continue tomorrow. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.